What's up guys, this is Drop Pop and Rollin'. In today's video we're going to be going over all of the achievements in Wolfenstein the Old Blood. Wolfenstein the Old Blood is a prequel to Wolfenstein the New Order, so if you played that, this game is really good, I'd recommend it. And if you want to play for the achievements are pretty easy, they're not too hard to do. In this video there will be spoilers because I'm going to be going over all of the achievements. I'm not going to like explicitly spoil stuff on purpose, but it might happen, so just be aware of that. The first achievement is Undercover. You have to infiltrate Castle Wolfenstein. You do this during the prologue after you talk to Wesley here on the cable car, and it stops. You should get the achievement. The next achievement is Freedom. You have to escape Castle Wolfenstein. This is done in Chapter 4, Escape. You escape on the cable car, and then you fall down into the river, and you end up in this cave system, and once you come out of the cave system, you get the achievement here. Revenge, complete Part 1. After you beat Chapter 4, there are 8 chapters in the game. You will get this achievement to complete Part 1. These next 2 achievements are story related, but you'll only be able to get 1 per playthrough, at least of this chapter. So at this point, you can go left or right that I just showed there. If you go to the right, you'll go through this workshop and you can save Kessler. After you kill these zombies, you get the achievement. And if you go left, back at that point that I showed, you go through this bathhouse and you can save Annette. After you kill these zombies, which I decided to no-scope with the bomb and shoes, you get the achievement. You save both of them in Chapter 6, by the way. These next 3 achievements are for completing the game. The first one is Hero, complete the game on any difficulty. That is straightforward. There's one for, the next one is called Superhero, complete the game on I Am Death Incarnate or Uber. And the last one is Uber Hero, where you have to beat the game on Uber. I think you can play through Uber on the first playthrough, so you can get all 3 of these in one playthrough. I'd probably recommend that, so you don't have to play through the game 3 times like I did. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I did. Alright, on to the Nightmare levels. There's an achievement to complete all Nightmare levels called D gross a D. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And there's an achievement for beating each Nightmare level. There's 1 Nightmare in the prologue, and there's 1 per chapter, so there are 8 chapters. There are 9 Nightmares in total, and you find them by sleeping in a bed like this one. And one thing to note is that there are collectibles in the Nightmares called Old Silver, and if you find all of them, you get a concept art. It's not required for achievements. I did that. I did not use a guide. I went through and I hugged the wall, and it was a bitch. If you're gonna do this, I'd recommend using a guide. It is not fun to do without using a guide. But you unlock like the Nightmare dog there in the prologue one. The prologue bed is kind of hard to find. You have to find a key on a counter, and then you can unlock a gate. So this is the Chapter 1 Nightmare. You get the Nightmare Guard for getting all the collectibles, and the bed is in the like insane asylum. You drop down on top of it, but it's on the lower bunk. The Doc's Nightmare in Chapter 2. This one's kind of tricky to find. This bed, you get the Nightmare Rifle Guard for getting all of them. It's right there. It doesn't have like a picture of the retro style thing around. It's kind of hard to spot. Wolfenstein Keep Nightmares. This is Chapter 3. This one's in a secret area they have to jump down into. You get the Nightmare Yellow Guard for getting all the Old Silver. That was the last one I ended up finding and finishing. Chapter 4, Escape. This one is in the inn near the end of the chapter. It's pretty easy to find. And you unlock the Nightmare Grey Guard for finding all the Old Silver. Chapter 5, Wolfberg. Gotta watch out for this Nightmare Rifle Guard. Those guys will fuck you up. This bed is in an alleyway on your way to meet Agent 2. And you get the Nightmare Blue Guard for getting all the Old Silver. It's right there. Nice and comfy in the alley. Ruins in Chapter 6. This bed is also in an alleyway. This is the first one I got all the old silver, so I got the Nightmare Red Guard, and I realized, oh, you actually unlock shit for getting all the old silver. And then here's me running along the wall looking for secrets like I did a shit ton. It's very, very painful to do that. This one is Chapter 7, Old Town. Old Town's a pretty short chapter. Get the Nightmare White Guard for getting all the old silver, and this is like down in the... You have to swim in there. It's like underneath the main gate. And here's a boss level in Chapter 8. Complete the Nightmare boss level to get Guten Tag. And then when you exit, you get this nice view. And if you get all the old silver, you unlock the boss, which I think is Hans Gross. Yep. Pretty cool. Nightmares are kind of tedious, but they're not too bad. Alright, on to the Combat Master achievements. You unlock these challenges that you access from the main menu for beating certain parts of the story, so as you play through, you unlock them. The first one is Research Center. As you can see here, you just have to get a gold medal, and you can only get a gold medal by playing on I Am Death Incarnate or Uber difficulty. If you play on Uber, you can get the Uber gold medals, which is what I did, just for fun. And the second one here is Docs. Getting the gold is not hard. Getting the Uber gold is a little trickier. All you really need to do is walk around and get headshots, and if there are commanders, you need to trigger the alarm so they call in backup and you can kill more people. Some of the levels like this, Keep Foyer, don't have a commander, so you just kill everybody. You can go pretty slowly. I don't think the time matters. And you just headshot people, you get a bunch of points. You get extra points for headshots. Cable car platform. This one was kind of scary. I almost died. I was like hiding back in the stairwell for a while. Got plenty of points though to get Uber Gold. Caves Combat Master is pretty easy to get golds in. It's kind of hard to get the Uber Gold. This one's the hardest one to get the Uber Gold, if you're interested in doing that. I didn't get it here. I ended up like 200 points short. But I get the gold one. The gold one is only for 26,900. I ended up with like 28,800 points. Potterborn Bridge. There are no commanders on this one, so you just slowly work your way through it, headshotting people like I do here. This one has a lot of combat. It's got like a Super Soldaten and a Panzerhund or whatever, I can't remember. Panzerhund, the big robot dog, and a bunch of people. Wolfberg Square, this one's not too bad. A couple commanders, so let them run the alarm so you can get the backup kills, get those extra points. That ladder was not working for me, and then once you get up here and I think you drop down or something, it ends. Not too bad. These are really rare trophies or achievements, by the way, and they're really not that hard. They don't take that long. Like, this is the workshop one. This one takes me like under 2 minutes to do to get the gold. I don't get the Uber gold here, but I get the gold. That's all you need. The achievement. Just barely got it, too. Bathhouse. Bathhouse and workshop, I should mention, like, if you go through, like, the bathhouse on your first playthrough, you'll only have the bathhouse one unlocked. You actually have to go back and go through the workshop to, like, save Kessler, and then you unlock that challenge. So in, like, a couple minutes, get this one done. And then the last one is Graveyard Combat Master. There are commanders in the first area. It's a good idea to just let them call in backup, kill everybody, and then you can go to this like kind of optional area on the right where there are more guys. I end up with like a shit ton of points on this, so I get the Uber Gold really easily. And once you get up here and you hit this switch, that is the end. Alright, now we move on to collectibles. There are letters you have to collect. So this one is Paperboy, collect 5 letters. And then the next one is Postman, where you have to collect all the letters. I found all the letters on my first playthrough without looking anything up. You don't have to look up collectibles in this game, which is really nice. Because there's a perk called Eagle Eye that you unlock eventually, and then on the map has question marks for collectibles, and they also kind of pop up with like a little circle in the world. So the other collectible item is the gold. You get these gold bars. There are 8 per chapter. So you get 1 achievement for collecting 8. And then there's another one for 16. There's one for 32, and then there's 64 in total. So, as you can see, I just looked at the map there. I have the Eagle Eye perk at this point. I recently got it, so now I can see these question marks, and I know there's a secret over here. And then you get that little circle around the gold, so it kind of helps you find it. And then eventually I went back and cleaned everything up, found all of them, and this is the last one I needed. Once you get that, you get the golden pistols, which is really cool. They're actually stronger. You enable them in the settings. They're really good. Alright, now we're on to the perks. The first one is Eagle Eye. You have to kill 20 commanders silently. This is cumulative on a save file, I think, and you just silently kill them. You can assassinate them or whatever, shoot them. The next one is Health Upgrade 1. Overcharge your health to 200. I did this in Chapter 1. Kind of on accident a little bit, but I might have been going for it here. It's very easy to do. There's another one to overcharge your health to 250 right here, a Health Upgrade 2. This one I kind of routed and planned out here in the... fuck, I forget what it's called. There's some, like, theater. It's like an anatomical theater at the end of Chapter 3. And there's a bunch of health. And I got up to like 290 there. It's not too bad. The next one is Health Upgrade 3. You have to kill 5 enemies in a row while overcharged. And this gives you 25 extra hit points, which is really good. This one's straightforward. You have to be overcharged and then kill 5 people. I did this on Escape. Once you have to stop at this little station. And there we go. Next one is Armor Upgrade 1. You have to collect 100 helmets, which you do, obviously, by finding them. And also, if you shoot people in the head, they drop their helmet, I think, which is pretty cool. And you just have to pick up 100 of them over the game. And then you can overcharge your armor. That's what that does. And now the next perk, Armor Upgrade 2, you have to overcharge your armor to reach 200, which I do here on Chapter 7. In this little area at the main gate. I routed this out and... got it pretty easily. Not too bad. Ammunition upgrade. You have to get 100 dual wield kills, so make sure you're dual wielding. Dual wielding is awesome. By the way, this is a great spot for the grenade belt perk that we're going to talk about. But I did it before this. This is a really easy place to do it if you have grenades, which I do here. I could have done it. But... I got 100 kills, dual wields, so I get the ammunition upgrade perk. The next one is grenade belt. Kill 3 enemies with 1 grenade. I did it here, which is not that easy. These are elite soldiers, so I throw a grenade there. It doesn't even kill these guys. I think it takes 2 grenades to kill these guys, but then this one gets them. They all exploded into pink mist. And I got that, so... you can do that in a couple spots. Probably a few spots. Vampire. You have to stealth take down 25 enemies. I do this with the pipe. This is a brutal kill. That guy is dead. Yeah, those are pretty easy to get over the game. The camp pistoli. You have to get 50 kills with this rocket pistol. It's an awesome gun. I'm just kind of farming a little bit to get this perk. There we go. Killed a bunch of zombies. Next one is Shock Hammer. You have to get 50 kills with the Shock Hammer to get the clip upgrade.
Look at that.
I was surprised by the zombie just falling there. Yeah, the Shock Hammer is just a shotgun. It's one of the 2 shotguns in the game. You get it pretty early. bomb and shoes clip upgrade. You have to get 50 kills with the bomb and shoes, which is like the marksman rifle. Has a little scope. These zombies are really good at dodging my bullets. So I think I missed like the first shot on the last 3 zombies. They're very, very impressive. Very good at dodging. Carry heavy machine gun. Get 200 kills with the MG46. So this is the MG46. It can be mounted or you can detach it. This one takes a little time. I did not get out my first playthrough. But it allows you to carry the MG, which is really useful in nightmare levels. Because if you find it in a secret, you can carry it. But yeah, I'm just mowing people down here in the keep foyer. The next one is reload mash. Kill 20 enemies with the last bullet of a clip. I made a lot of progress on this naturally, but if you want to use a sawed-off shotgun, that's a good way to do it. You just have one shot, and then you can blast somebody like this. And that lets you reload your weapon faster. Quick turn, you have to get 50 kills from cover. You might have to try to get these, because cover is not something you're probably going to be using all the time naturally, but I mean, it's kind of useful. It gives you this pretty pointless ability if you're using a mouse. But if you're on controller, it's probably alright. The next one is tough skin. You have to get 10 pipe head explosions. That's a character, maybe. And you just have to bash zombies in the face, and their head explodes. And that's how you get tough skin. That's the last perk. Alright, and that is all the achievements in Wolfenstein The Old Blood. I'd recommend this game if you just want to have fun, or if you want to go for all the achievements. In terms of difficulty, I'd say the achievements are like a 4 or 5 out of 10. They're all single player, no multiplayer stuff, so that's good. Okay, so that is going to be the end of this video. If you want to leave a like or a comment, I would appreciate that. If you want to subscribe to see more stuff I make, I'd appreciate that as well. If you want to follow me on Twitch where I stream sometimes, I'll put that in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.